Coming up on Studio G, the city of North Las Vegas is hosting their fourth annual turkey giveaway this weekend. More details on that coming up. A new immersive VR experience at Dreamscape, where reporter Robert Schmidt will take us on in. All that and more on the recent flood watches we have been experiencing in Las Vegas. All that and more coming up on Studio G. Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Studio G. I'm Zoe Salas. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a stacked show for you guys, and starting off, we're keeping it festive with the holiday week coming up. The city of North Las Vegas is hosting their fourth annual turkey giveaway this weekend. 500 turkeys will be available for those who are interested. The event has become a meaningful tradition, offering support to local families and bringing the community together ahead of the holiday season. The event will take place
do is to get more people on here, to get more turkeys. If this year is 400, next year should be 500.
At 8 a.m. and continuing until supplies last. Along with the turkey, residents will receive a loaf of bread and gain access to a resource fair offering assistance with dental care, mental health services, legal aid, and job and housing opportunities. Before Saturday's event, we had a chance to sit down with Maggie Mora, the community outreach manager, who she emphasized the importance of community involvement and shared details of the city's upcoming toy drive. It isn't only centered around providing a holiday meal. Local residents will also have the chance to meet with the mayor and other city council members. Organizers say they are looking forward to another strong turnout and a celebration of community spirit as the holiday season begins. Moving on, there is a platform becoming the gateway to a different world for participants who step into a fully immersive VR experience at Dreamscape. Learn. Robert Schmidt has a preview.
Thank you, Zoe. We are back at UNLV Library, here at the Dreamscape VR. We're going to be testing out this new technology of VR, and you guys are coming along with me. Let's go. A quick recap about Dreamscape VR. It's a 400 square foot space offering a variety of hands-on experience that only has two applications at the moment, which is Alien Zoo and the Cruise of the Lost. Dreamscape gives students a new platform of courses now using extended reality, which includes virtual, augmented, and mixed reality to engage with their coursework in a way that feels familiar and natural for the students.
But outside of that, we are also creating two other labs that are going to have a bunch of different headsets with different educational applications because we are a part of immersive learning initiatives, and Dreamscape falls under that. And essentially, kind of the whole purpose of bringing that to UNLV is to connect education and virtual reality, to show how VR and other extended realities can be a supplement to education because there's different ways to intake information, right? You know, some people are really comfortable with reading things off of a book or, you know, listening to lectures, but there's something about a VR experience that can really bring you in to a different subject matter or to understand a different topic from a different perspective as well. It's just a different style of learning.
In the immersive classroom, we have a total of 17 VR headsets for professors and students to come in to teach and learn from their lectures in the VR world.
Who wants to implement VR into their seminars or into their lectures throughout the entire semester? So both the professor as well as his or her students can come in together, test out any virtual classroom lecture seminars or modules. So some of our modules that we have for this immersive classroom are the Hagia Sophia. So learning a little bit about that is learning the art history, the architecture of Hagia Sophia. Some of our other modules are the chemistry modules or physics modules or biology modules. So students and the professors can get a little glimpse of what VR can be implemented or it can be used for educational purposes.
As of now, I'll be testing their new VR experience with their hands and legs detectors for the first time. I'll probably just do this person.
Awesome. Are you all set to go?
All ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, so go ahead and put on your headset, and then let me know when you start seeing some spotlights in just a few seconds. And now you should be seeing yourself. Do you see yourself real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Without further ado, your experience.
Whoa. Damn, I see my body.
This is our recreation of the grassy plains of Paganas, a planet of herbivores who lived in harmony until a meteor created a dense dust cloud that destroyed all plant life. Ah, look at that!
Oh, wow. Damn. Oh, whoa. I can actually feel like. Okay.
These female elk tend to be braver than the males.
There's also another guy on your left as well. On your left.
Where am I left? Give me the ball.
Back to them.
What the?
And then roll it underneath.
Yeah, I see the ball. Here we go. Oh, what? Flashlights.
They are nocturnal predators, which is why we keep a low level of illumination to ensure she's sleeping peacefully when we take visitors here.
Hey, get out. Get out. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. It actually felt like I was there for some reason. By far, this BR experience was amazing, and I do recommend all students to come in and experience it yourselves. Reporting to you from Studio G, I'm Robert Schmidt.
Thank you so much for that, Robert. If you are interested in checking out Dreamscape Learn, you can visit the UNLV Library website and schedule an appointment. With that, UNLV Alumni Center wrapped up the Grad Fest yesterday, giving the students the chance to get ready for graduation. Students picked up their cap and gowns, grabbed exclusive swag, and stopped at the photo booth. And while supplies last, students had a chance to pick up a free alumni shirt. Career and Alumni Services were also on site, offered guidance and resources as graduating students are transitioning into a new chapter after graduation. The event marked a major milestone. If students did not get a chance to pick up your cap and gown and other items at the Grad Fest, they could pick them up at the UNLV bookstore on the following day. As November ends, we've seen a massive jump in our yearly rain total. Reporter Evan Carroll can tell us a little bit more.
A surge of rainfall has
Prompter's
hit the
not
Las
on
Vegas
two.
Valley,
There's no
bringing in
prompter
some
on
much
two.
needed moisture. La Nina's atmospheric river is dumping millions of gallons of water across the western United States. So far, we've had an inch of rain in November alone, the same amount that we got in the last 6 months combined. There's one big issue that comes with this kind of downpour. And that issue is flooding. Las Vegas has a well-established runoff system, but our environment is simply not built to absorb this much water, leading to pooling and blockages in roadways. These rainy days have also brought some concern for the upcoming F1 races, with the valley on flood watch going into Saturday. Drivers and safety officials are hopeful, though, that no issues should arise. The main thing we as citizens should worry about is our watering schedules. With all this moisture, SNWA has brought the weekly watering days to only one. To find more information and to find your watering period, go to the SNWA website at www.snwa.com.
Remember, if you see a flood, do not try and brave it. Find another way around or wait. It's not worth the risk. And speaking of the weather, let's get into the weather. Looking at our current temperature today, we have just 50 degrees of 57, clear skies. Pretty nice compared to all that rain we were just seeing from Evan there. Moving on, for our valley temperatures, we got around 50s, mid 50s to pretty much just mid-50s around the entire valley. We got 57 here around campus, 55 over in Summerlin area, and down there in Boulder City looking at 55. Moving on campus, the high temperature is expected to be between 3 to 4 p.m. today at 58, just a few degrees more. And our sunset time today is quite early at 4:29 p.m. as the days are getting darker quite sooner with the winter coming up. Looking over at our 7-day forecast, with F1 weekend approaching on Saturday, looks like we're only going to be having rain for Friday, which is good for the racers out there. It's going to be quite a cold weekend, but a little bit warmer than it's been. We're getting into the 60s for the weekend, so that's looking good, but with some lows of 40s. And that's all we have for our weather today. Coming back, the Black Mountain Institute invited comedian Maz Jobrani to our UNLV campus. Maria Griassi has our preview.
Hey Zoe, so the Black Mountain Institute gathers around writers and encourages their continuation in doing so through programs, fellowships, and community engagement. Mariam Amjadi is an Iranian writer, poet, and researcher. She is also a City of Asylum Fellow, which allows a safe haven for writers who have been persecuted for their work. She's written 2 poetry books and also won the Young Generation Poet Prize at the International Poetry Festival in China. Amjadi invited comedian Max Jobrani to discuss topics such as navigating life as a Persian American, living in the United States, and dealing with difficulties of growing up in this country. You may recognize Jobrani from several comedic stand-up shows on Netflix. He's also been on popular television shows like Grey's Anatomy, Shameless, and more recently played the role of Foz on CBS's show Superior Donuts. The sit-down happened at our Philip J. Cohen Theater at the UNLV Student Union Tuesday night. Jobrani is back in Las Vegas on December 27th at the Palazzo Theater. If you're interested in supporting writers and artists through the Black Mountain Institute, please log on to blackmountaininstitute.org and check out what other events will be held here on our UNLV campus. Zoe, a lot of these events are for free. All you have to do is log on and RSVP your spot. I'm Maria Griassi for Studio G News.
Thank you, Maria, for that story. Once again, if you would like more information on any upcoming shows, log on to blackmountaininstitute.org. A couple weeks ago, we reported that Las Vegas Metro Police had unveiled the country's biggest fleet of police Cybertrucks. Those said trucks have since been put into commission, starting their patrols on the streets just last week. While it is currently the biggest fleet in the country, it isn't the only police force with at least one Cybertruck, as the Irving Police Department is the only other. Looking internationally, the idea is starting to stick. Mexico has reportedly purchased a whopping 280 trucks back in May. Keep your eyes peeled on the road for Las Vegas's newest high-tech safety upgrade. With that, Formula One is back in Las Vegas this weekend, and teams are showing off some new paint jobs. 4 teams are all bringing unique designs to their cars for this weekend alone. Williams are bringing a special blackout design with different elements to designing their car involved. Sauber with a checkered pattern, Racing Bulls with a more fluorescent design, and Alpine adopting a more vivid pink and blue combination with a shout out to the Venetian on the back of their rear wing, and Casino Mood printed out on the tire rims. Speaking of cars, congestion-free Practice 1 will start at 4:30, meaning roads will be shut down around 4 p.m. tonight. If you have somewhere to go, consider leaving early or taking a different route around the Strip. Now, since we have a sister show with Rebel Report, we obviously have to shout them out. Here's Matthew Canigliaro with a preview.
Thanks for keeping the studio warm for us, guys, because it's going to be a loaded show this week. We've got fellow Studio G-er Wyatt Pudlow hosting a special F1 panel before this week's Las Vegas Grand Prix as the season winds down to a close. Rebel football stays in the Mountain West Championship hunt with a double overtime thriller against Utah State before Hawaii comes to town for UNLV's final home game of the year. And Danny Carballo tells you everything you need to know about the National Women's Soccer League playoffs as the final has been set. So stay seated wherever you are, Rebels, because Rebel Report is up right after this on Rebel Sportsnet. Now back to you guys in Studio G.
Thank you so much, Matt. That will do it for us on Studio G. I'm Zoe Solis. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you again next week.